Hello, I'm Angus. This is the Bureau National Weather Forecast. We're looking at Thursday's weather. That'll be the 4th of June. And we continue to see big impacts from this low pressure area near Tasmania. It's a powerful, deep, complex weather system. It is drifting eastwards though, and that means during the day on Thursday it will cross Tasmania, move into the Tasman Sea and finally start to move away from the country. But as it does depart, it will whip bands of wintry weather across the southeast with rain, wind, even some hail and snow expected in some areas. This is certainly the corner of nasty weather though. If you're not in this part of the country, it is going to be a bright, settled, sunny winter's day. And that includes all of Queensland. Some beautiful winter weather up here. We could have some cool temperatures in the morning, just the mid-single digits for some inland spots, about 6 to 7 degrees, closer to 10 to 12 degrees across the east coast. Maybe a little bit of fog here and there at first, but a beautiful sunny day after all that burns off. Brisbane is tracking towards a high of 23 degrees, Rockhampton forecast to reach 27, and Townsville and Cairns up to 28. Very different story when you look at New South Wales. We anticipate some showers on and west of the mountain ranges, right out towards the far west of the state. Not big rainfall totals, but certainly some passing rainfall there. And that does include mountain areas like ACT, Canberra looking for a wet day, Wagga Wagga likely to see some showers as well. Across the east coast, including Sydney, Newcastle and Wollongong, a passing shower is possible, but really low amounts of rainfall. And most of the day will be dry and actually rather sunny, but it will be breezy. It will be windy right across the state, very windy up in the mountains with some warnings in play. Temperatures are cool, a little on the cool side of the average for the time of year in most places, and down the far south where it is especially cold, we could see some snow in the mountains. Alright, it's been a little bit wet each day so far this week, but for Thursday that rainfall is going to step up a notch and really push to the next level. Much more persistent and potentially some heavier rainfall, particularly around central Victoria. That certainly includes Melbourne. Very wet day for the capital, but also up through central areas, down across the peninsulas, down to the southwest. It is going to be very, very wet. A number of areas could get 20 to 30 millimetres of rain for the day. That could be more for eastern parts of Melbourne up and towards the Dandenongs, where we could easily see 40 millimetres through the day. Also very wet through Gippsland. With the wind coming up from the south, it is feeling very chilly outside as well. Maximum temperatures in the 12 to 14 degree range for many areas, but feeling colder thanks to wind chill. As the low pressure area near Tasmania slowly moves away during the day, we'll see southerly winds get going, and that's going to really put a lid on the temperatures down here for Thursday. Highs of 13 degrees in Hobart, pushing 15 or 16 in the north, but with that wind blowing through, it is feeling cooler than what you see here. There will be some wet weather, especially morning and afternoon, mostly down in the south here, so really quite a wet first half of the day for Hobart. Could see 15 to 25 millimetres of rain there. Should clear up as the day comes to a close. Not as much rain in the north, just a couple of millimetres. Passing showers, passing cloud across southern parts of South Australia tomorrow. The wind is again up from the southwest, keeping those temperatures in the mid-teens for southern areas. Most of the rain will come through in the morning and afternoon and should start to be breaking up and drying up as we move to the evening. Adelaide headed for a high of 15 degrees, but feeling quite chilly, spending time outdoors. Clear and cloudless, but still quite cool for the north of the state. It's a real high pressure day in Western Australia, and what that means is the morning will be still and calm and chilly, maybe a bit of fog, maybe even a bit of frost for some inland parts like the wheat belt and the goldfields. It does warm up to something in the mid or upper teens for most of southern WA, and the sun will come out. Beautiful afternoon, nice and calm as well, with high pressure nearby. Showers are really at a minimum across the state tomorrow, just some really light falls across the south coast, including Albany, Esperance and Eucla. Should be dry everywhere else. And certainly dry up across the north of the country. Not much to point to here in the forecast. Just some cold morning temperatures here, 7 degrees in the south. We could even see some 13s and 14s across parts of the top end, so a little bit fresh at first, but a nice, bright, clear, sunny afternoon is anticipated. You can get more info for the rest of the week or weekend by finding your forecast on the BOM weather app or the BOM website. Thanks so much. Have a great day.